Shalom, shalom, everyone. This is Natsarym Queen Dee coming to you from Ghana. Yes, I've been back. I've been keeping a low profile, but I'm back. I'm back where I'm supposed to be. I'm back home in Kumasi, Ghana. So we're going to discuss lots of topics today and release some information. So let's get started. First thing we're going to discuss is residency. So to get this information, the confusion out the way, the work permit, if you decide you want to work in Ghana, the work permit costs 1,000 US dollars. The residency only costs you 300 CDs, which is an equivalent to 30 US dollars. So, going through this process, I had to have some assistance from the other diasporas of how to do it and everything. So, going through this process, they needed not only your passport, but make sure that your entry into Ghana is up to date. If you pass the time, if you pass 60 days, you are expected to pay. So going through that experience, even though I didn't have to pay, I knew of people who had to pay for each month that they stay. So currently, each month that you stay past 60 days is 80 CDs a month. Times that by the amount of months that you had stayed. So keep that in mind that you stay past the 60 days. Now, as I was saying before, back to the residency process, you have to have two Ghanaians with you that knows you very well. They could be considered, I usually say the word acquaintance, but family, friends, stuff like that, who's close to you, who knows you, who can vouch for you and stuff like that. So also bank statements showing that you have an active income coming in, and then you need a bank statement of one of the Ghanaians that is supporting you. On top of all of that, we did letters of introduction. We even also had a letter from the Jubilee House stating as an introduction. So it's like the Office of Diaspora Affairs at the Jubilee House is supporting you. So we had all this paperwork, everything. We filled out the form, even though it took us 3 times to fill out this form, but the form was filled out, and for the most part, GIS was very patient with us for the most part. So getting back into this process, we after this process we went for medical. Medical costs 250 US for fresh or new permit, either residency or work permit. Medical for first time costs 250. If you start renewing it, it will go down to 150 US. So I ended up paying 2,700 CDs for the medical. Now, mind you, during this process, I found out that there was a diaspora grant. And the grant stated that if I actually had this diaspora grant, my medical fees would have been waived. I didn't know that. I didn't know that till I got there. I asked the other diasporas if they knew about it. They said, no, we didn't know nothing about it. I suggest my people you look into that information. I'm actually in contact right now with the Jubilee House, with my contact person for the Office of Diaspora Affairs. I'm having him look into it, and they are currently, as we speak, in contact with my immigration officer to see what is that all about. So as soon as I get an update about it, I will personally let you know. So with that being said, after that, prior to that, we went to the Jubilee House, and we learned a lot about what the Office of Diaspora Affairs actually does. We had a nice conversation with them, and they gave us the letters supporting us for us to apply for this residency. And they took copies of our passports. So, yeah. Now, we stayed in two towns. We stayed in Tema, and we also stayed in Accra. So, if anybody out there wants to get a cheap hotel in Tema, this was my second time staying at this hotel. It was called a Crown Premier Hotel, which is in Tema. It was little minor, how will I say this? There was minor issues with the room because the door wouldn't lock. You can't get in. You had to have somebody actually let you into the room. So I had to end up changing the room. Also, keep in mind that always examine the room you stay in. The sheets were dirty. The sheets were dirty. And also, I had reports from the Ghanaians who came down that there was a dead cockroach in the bathroom, in their room. So it tells you about the cleanliness of a place at the same time. So keep in mind if you're trying to go for 2 days on a budget, examine the hotels you're staying at. The second hotel we stayed at was called Jenos Hotel, which was in Accra, about 13 minutes away from the Accra headquarters of Ghana Immigration Services. It was better there. The breakfast was better there. Hot water was proper there. Only thing was the TV. Clear picture, no sound. So what does that tells you about a place? Is that even if you have foreigners come and stay there, they still, in a sense, struggling to keep the upkeeps of having the necessary amenities available. So, with that being said, I suggest if you want more information, I will put it in the description as well. If you want the contact for immigration who I saw, let me know as well or reach out to me. I will assist you with that. Now, final announcement for today is that Ben Baruk is going to be releasing new tracks. And I repeat, there will be 3 new tracks. Right now, as we speak, we are currently working on the videos for each of those tracks, and new pictures will be taken and new videos will be shot. I am not at liberty at this time to release the details yet. All I can tell you right now is that it's being in the works and these videos will be coming out sometime this week. But I can tell you it's 3 tracks and these tracks are very, very, very good. Or two in operate. So with that being said, I really was looking forward to doing this live. But due to my camera settings keep acting up, I ended up having to do a recording and I ended up having to do a recording. So I hope you like, subscribe, so you can get more truth content. Again, I'm Natsarym Queen Dee. Shalom to you from Kumasi, Ghana.